Hello everybody, welcome back. So today I'm gonna discuss and show you guys what is ancient cities. So ancient cities is described as a simulation strategy game based on the Neolithic and Mesolithic eras, where you lead a tribe from very small beginnings till a big city or village, and try to survive through the ages. Currently there's two ages, like you can see, the Mesolithic and the Neolithic, with more coming later on with expansion packs. So what you do is you select the area where you want to. I am going to select Neolithic. I really like playing in the Neolithic, and you can see the changes, not big changes, but you can see changes. You can start 10,000 BC, 7,000 when you're in Mesolithic, and then Neolithic is closer to 4,000 and so forth. But you can see the changes in the map area. Later on, hopefully we will see more map area, and as you change, you can see the map area changing as you change the ages or the date. So let's see. I usually like to start somewhere in France. Let's go somewhere there. So what is important to me when I start to play, when you start a new game, when you click start, now this is important. Your tribe will start somewhere. Oh, this is perfect for me. So let's just go through this tutorial thing. I really hate this. Should have turned it off. Okay, so what happens is you start with your tribe, and what's important to me is you have to look firstly at your leader. This is a good leader where you can set your policies to labor age, so a lot more people can work, and then labor time. Now labor time in the beginning, I have changed it, but the people get unhappy very quickly in the beginning. Then communal tasks, how many people will help with communal tasks. And now you can also see on the map other tribes that has settled in the area and what they offer. So if you cannot find something, you can look at other tribes and see what they have. But that we will discuss a little bit later again. So you start with your tribe. Now, like I mentioned, the important thing for me is looking at your leader first. This is a good leader, so you want to set that to as max as you can. This we'll leave for now. Okay, so the next thing you want to look at, and this is very important, is your knowledge. So two things that I look for is housing, that you can see there, that little tent is very good, but tools are not that good. It's the one just below it. So I might struggle with tools, but my housing is going to be nice. So let's look and see if we can find a better tribe than this. You can play with this tribe, but let's see if we cannot get somebody whose tools and housing are actually a little bit better. Okay, let's see how this tribe looks. The leader. Oh, the tutorial keeps popping up now. Okay, so let's see. The leader is not that good, so I'm not even going to look at the other stuff. Let's start again. Okay, tutorial. Go away. Okay, let's see. The leader. This is an extremely good leader. Okay, now let's look at the other important stuff. Tool making is very bad on this one. So we're gonna start again. It's unfortunate because that's a very good leader. Let's just see if I can turn the tutorial off somewhere. Don't see where I can turn it off, but it's okay. Start a new game again. Here's a tribe very close. They just settled very close to where I want to settle. And this leader is okay. Now the important stuff. Tools are okay. Housing is okay. So let's start with this tribe. So what you want to do is search for nice places. I usually look for a place where there's at least 3 rivers. But if you want more challenges, you can go to the coastal areas where you do put yourself under risk of the ocean rising and flooding your city and so forth, or your village, and then it's game over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to settle here. There's 3 rivers over there, but you can settle wherever you want to. Let's go and settle. So you have your 2 maps. The one that we're going to go into now, where you build your village, and you have the big one where you can see where other tribes is, and if you have to relocate, which you can do in this game, to look for better places if you are struggling with food in the place that you currently are. Let me just quickly go through this. I'll explain this to you guys soon as the tutorial will just end. Thank you, thank you, thank you, go away. Okay. So you will see here you start with a small tribe of people. They have nothing. They did bring a few things with them. You can see here a few sticks, a little bit of food, some leather, and so forth. So now, and there's our leader over there. So now what you usually do is first you look at where you want to start. This looks like it's going to be a good place over here between the 3 rivers. But this is just my personal one. You can start anywhere you want. A river is always a good idea so you can get fish, which will help you in the early days when you have nothing. You can see there's a lot of reeds here as well, which is some of your houses and storage areas does get built with reeds. So I think we're going to start right here. I think this is a good place. So let me start first. So the first thing you want to do is, let's say you start clean. Click on your tribe, click on groups. Now you have to create groups. So if I click on the group creator over here, you will see a lot of different groups that you can create. So usually I create one of each. Not that I'm going to put in people there. Gathering group is the only one where I put 3 different groups for a beginning. Herding group you can put 1, hunting group 1. Unfortunately, I would love them to make this 0-0, because now I have to go in manually and take away people that the game puts in immediately. So just take off the people and then you can decide how you want to play it. So there's different ways. You don't have to play the way I do. You can get your own strategy of how to play. So I'm just showing you what I do and how to start your village in ancient cities. So usually wood chopping you cannot currently do because we don't have any tools. Let's see. Maybe I have some. I have 0 tools. You can see here I only have food, sticks, and some stuff to build houses with. Okay, so fishing. I am going to start fishing. Fishing you can do without tools. The people will catch fish with their hands. They won't be very successful or catch a lot. But let's put at least 4 people on fishing now to help us. So fishing, you don't have to select anything. Fishing is fishing. When you get your gathering groups, this is another important one. I'm also going to put 4 people there, but I'm going to change the name to builders. So you can change the name of your groups to help you to know what that group you want to concentrate on. So you can have groups or you can do communal. So I like to have my groups. So in the beginning, you really want sticks. And the second group, I'm going to call food. So they are the guys that's going to gather our food for us. I'm only going to put 4 for now. So then after you create a food group, you click on the gathering configuration. And now you have different stuff. Here you can see I have materials. Currently we have one group getting sticks for us. So the food group, we really want them to get food. So in the beginning I usually start with everything except for the meat. To see, and what you will learn is different seasons will bring different foods. Some won't be there now, but usually I start with everything to see what I can find. I will show you guys how you can check that out. So they're gonna gather food for us. Then our next group is also important for people there. That's the raw material group. So I usually call them raw. And now you can decide. So what we want is plant fiber for now, or you can go for straw, depending on how you want to start. Okay, so the herders, we're not going to do anything. Hunters, we don't have tools to hunt. They cannot catch animals with their bare hands, according to me. I might be wrong after the final release. And that's how we're going to fishing, guys. You can see we already have 4. So now you want to start building. So again, you click on your tribes. I have my builder tribe, but for this, I'm going to use communal just to show you. So you will have these icons over here. You see the group 1, clear zone, assign, build, dismantle, and then migrate. Migrate we're not going to use now. So build. The first thing you really want to build is a fire. So you have 2 types of fire. This fireplace that needs logs. We don't have logs, so it will be a waste to build this one. And you have this small fireplace. So this is the one we're going to start with. So we're going to choose our area, like I said, close to this, but I do want to expand. So let's start maybe over here, and we can build up here, depending on how you want to. So let's start there. What you want to do, your important stuff. You click on it and you say priority high so that I can push and build this. So the second thing we are quickly going to build, but what I forgot is, because we are going to, no, we're not going to need, we are for our first house going to need some stone, is the building guys. I gave them sticks. The raw guys I actually gave plant fiber. We're going to change that quickly to stone. So the first 2 is stone and sticks that you want. And let's go to our communal build. So if you don't select a group, anything you do here will be communal. If you click on builders, that's what they will do. So if I click on this build button, they will build. And the communal guys won't really do anything. But if I do here on this screen, click on build, it will communal. So I can build this house currently. I have the leather, I just don't have the stone. But I did put a group now to collect stone. So let's get our first house as soon as possible. And we put it over here. That's fine. Also high priority. The next thing that you want your tribe to have is stockpiles. So let's quickly also do communal. This won't really matter. You can see here you have different things you can build. You have housing, you have storage, production, services, defense, religion, and decorating. So we're going to build stockpiles quickly. Please remember here at the bottom to select. Currently it's on polygon, circle, square. Just select the one that you want, or else you're going to draw freehand, which is not always nice. So let's just put a few squares down quickly. That one sucked. Let me cancel it. Let's go build again. Okay, so then after you created your stockpiles, you want to tell them what to put down there. So the first one we want to put down is our leather, because we have our leather there at the back with all the people. One for sticks. One for stones. Let's put one for plant fiber, which we will collect very soon. And then one for straw, just to start off with. Okay, so like I mentioned, Ancient Cities is currently, I will say, more survival simulation than strategy, but they are working towards the strategy part. So what the game now will do is after you put down your groups and you gave them something to do, it will now assign people to your groups. Now you cannot really influence what people go to what groups, but let's see what happens. So currently the tribe is 23 people strong, and all 23 are going to start working now. So you will see different people heading in different directions. That's part of the group thing that you did. Let's see, food, like I mentioned, a lot of things they won't be able to find now because it's not in season. So to make it easier, you quickly go and remove the ones that they can't find currently, but that does not mean you're not gonna let them gather that. It's just to make it easier for them now, so they don't waste a lot of time. What you also can do is your crafting. Also important, put at least 2 people there in the beginning. The first things you want them to do is make rope and make sticks. Currently they won't be able to make it because we don't have the materials, but we will have soon. So I usually start off, let's say, with 20 of each. And there is other things that we can build as soon as we have the materials for it, which we can technically maybe tell them, make us a few spears. Let's say about 20 spears for now, because we are gathering sticks and so forth. Okay, so the people will now start clearing the areas where you want to build. You can see some people are already clearing the areas. The graphics of the game is nice, and like I mentioned, the most important thing is for you to survive at any means you can. Your current threats in the game, in Ancient Cities, are hunger. There's no sickness currently and no wild animal attacks. Other tribes also don't attack you currently. That's why I say currently the game is simulation and not really strategy, because strategy don't really mean anything here. Strategy, I would say, if you have to defend and plan your base properly so that you are defended and safe from attacks from animals, people, and so forth, and where you can actually go and attack and so forth. Now, technically, you can attack other tribes, but they cannot attack you, stuff like that. So that's why I say currently I see the game more as a simulation, survival than strategy. Okay, so the people will now start building, cleaning, and gathering the material that we need to build. You can see we already have 27 stone. So I am going to quickly change my raw guys to quickly start getting us plant fiber. So the first things you really quickly want to do is get them food and get them shelter, because that's the things that will make them extremely unhappy if they don't have those two. As soon as you have enough houses and food, the people will come and join you from other tribes and stuff like that, or migrants, and they can bring animals and so forth. Our first fire is complete. You can see I got the message over here. Fire is complete, so they have their first fire. Now hopefully they will concentrate on getting that house done. And that there, they do need the sticks and stuff for that. You can see they are clearing my stockpiles over here. The game looks amazing. That I must give the developers. The engine that they use, everything looks great. The people looks great. Nature, you can feel the seasons changing. And so forth. And you can get rather attached to some of the people. You can also, if you click on somebody, see this person, Iranu 41, she's 41. She's not very smart. She's an imbecile, the game calls her. You can check what skills she has, and if she has family. She only has a child, which is Noor 12. Let's see how this poor guy. He's not that bad. And he's still growing, so some of his stats are still picking up. And you can see he does not know who his father is. He only has a mother. But the game is really nicely done. Like I mentioned, you can see different people. You can change their names, follow them. But you cannot you cannot move a person specifically. So I cannot click on this person and tell them where to move. The group thing is how you, and the community thing is how you tell them what you want them to do and so forth. But you cannot directly influence people in this game. Let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, so this guy improved our knowledge and we can now create wooden tridents. So that's very good. One of our people, this guy, Baspidas or whatever how you say it, he also has, he's not part of, he doesn't have a wife yet. He has a sister, but he improved our fishing knowledge. You can see he's also part of the fishing tribe, which means we can now tell the crafting guys, listen, we also want you to create fishing spears for us, because we have a few fishing guys. Create some harpoons for us to fish with. So it's almost, our first day is almost done. Let's see how our things look here at the bottom. They have caught some fish, but the food guys have not done that well. They haven't really brought in a lot of food for us. There you go, a little bit of hazelnut. Spring is usually one of the most difficult, for me in any case, one of the most difficult seasons. Usually winter and spring together are very bad for you, but summer and even autumn is great. I usually struggle to survive in spring, believe it or not. So what we also want to do is, maybe because we are struggling, is tell our raw guys to just get us some stones as well, that we can build some extra tools. So you will see I gave the numbers over here at the bottom. So that's how much of each they will get, and they will continue to get 10. So even if I use, they will try to get more of that specific to get it back to 10. So what I will also do is I will then go to my crafting people, tell them I cannot do it. See, that's why tools are important. I didn't take a tribe that has a lot of tool knowledge, so I might struggle in the beginning, made my own life a little bit difficult. Okay, so this house is done. So what we want to do is, let's see, our builders are getting sticks for us. Sticks is important. Food guys are still looking for food, and the raw guys have got us some of the stuff that we asked for. But let's change that and we tell them to get us some straw, because we really want to get more houses. I can build another one of these houses, which I think we're going to do immediately. But let's let our builders this time build the house for us. So like I mentioned, your tribe are going to slow you. You will see they will get unhappy. No proper housing. They really want to get some houses, and this houses takes how much? Let's see. Takes 5 letters. So we have 10. We can maybe build another one after this one. So let's quickly get them to build a few houses for us. So survival can be very tough if you are struggling to get food in. It is mid-spring now, so we might start getting the most important food type for me in this game, which is rosehip. So I am going to add it. It's still not, but as soon as they get it, I'm going to push them to only get rosehip, and we see how we fare. But you can see the people are starting to become unhappy because we are struggling with housing currently. But we are trying to sort that out. And now we are struggling a little bit with stone again. But this house is also done. And we still have enough to build at least one more. Let's pull that one over here. Let's start. You always want to keep the fires burning as far as possible, because people that has no housing are going to sleep next to the fires. This guy is very good. He keeps improving our knowledge. Oh, you can see rosehip is coming through now. You can see the people sleeping next to the fire. I might have to create a few extra fires. There are a lot of people. So let's tell the community maybe to get our fires a little bit more fire over here going. Maybe add 2 more. Always remember to tell them to push and get the fires going. Did it add that one? Yes, it did. Okay, so we got a lot of stone again. Let's tell our builders to stop with stone, and maybe they can help get us some. This guy's really good. You can see people are thinking of leaving, but that is because they are struggling with housing currently. Okay, we have a lot of straw. We can actually tell the community to build us our first big straw house. A minute, I saw something now. Oh, that's just this normal straw hut. So the pictures have changed a lot. But let's get the people some housing so they will be happy. You might lose a few people in the beginning, which is expected, but nothing to worry about. So there is now more housing. So you can see the people, I put that extra fires, more people are now sleeping close to the fires, which should keep them a little bit more content up until you can build houses to sort the housing situation out. There they go, they will quickly construct a straw house as soon as possible. What do I need? Not enough rope. Let's quickly try to sort that out. Crafting, just craft ropes for now. And I see we do need sticks again. So let's tell the guys to get us some sticks. And see, some people, there's still not enough space for everybody to sleep close to the fires. But we are pushing to get our houses done as soon as possible. Let's just get our raw guys to help get some sticks. You can see I didn't put any food places, so they are putting the food on the ground. You can put stockpiles for that, or as soon as you are settled, you can see the guys are going to push that building now. But they need still not enough rope. There you go, enough rope. They will now start creating that hut, which will take, what, 7 people if I'm not mistaken. It will help a lot with the tribe happiness if this is done. What we should do now is tell the crafting people to get us some sticks as well, fine sticks. A lot of these people will have sleeping space as soon as that's done. So here we have our first migrant group. It's just one person. What knowledge is he bringing? Fishing, hunting, and he's bringing 1 cow. So let's say yes, we will accept him. Now you can see we can build bows. But what we are going to do is we are going to slaughter this cow, because we currently do not have enough people to sustain herding. So that will bring in a little bit of food, and he brought us some new knowledge. But our current goal is to get all the people sleeping space. There, a lot of them will have sleeping space now, and we will directly go and tell the guys to start building the next big house. Because like I mentioned, the first important thing and one of your main goals is try to survive. You can see a pregnant lady over there. This guy keeps improving our knowledge. I really like him. Oh, this is another guy that improved our knowledge and get us some more tools. So we are discovering a lot of stuff. That's another thing about this game. Your tech, you cannot really influence your tech that much. You cannot select what tech to push and what not. Migrants will bring in more, and your own people, as they do tasks, will discover stuff like making better tools and stuff like that. But you cannot tell your people specifically to research or do something. So tech is only your people should keep doing stuff to get it, and migrants are important to get the right migrants to help you get stuff. I want to quickly check something. Like I mentioned, I want to tell my food guys to quickly push rose hip so we can see if we have a lot of rose hip here or not, because we do have a lot of hazelnuts over here. What do we need? Not enough rope. Tell our builders to quickly help out with some plant fiber. Even the raw guys, tell them leave these two. Get us some plant fiber, because they need plant fiber to make rope. And let's tell the crafting people, leave the sticks for now, push a rope still. We could start hunting as well. We have some spears. Let's see if we have one hunter that we can get. You can see that lady's gonna hunt some rats. I need at least 2 more houses to get everybody happy if I look at all the people still sleeping outside. And autumn is quickly approaching. Looks like Roseip is good here. So let's see if we can build it. Can we build some storage? This is what we really want, but we're very far from that. Maybe we should just add 1 or 2 pits. Just to get some of the food safe and maybe to help us last us a little bit longer. And with the fishing we are doing, you would really want to get some dryers going. So let's get a few dryers going as well. It's gonna use some of our rope, but I do believe we are wasting a little bit of fish not getting dry. But most important thing for now is get everybody into shelter. That's why most of them are unhappy. Let's see. Proper housing. So most of them are complaining about housing. But as you build houses... Wow, our knowledge has improved. You can now create storehouses. So our people are pushing very hard on our knowledge, which is very good for us. So this one is done, I believe. So you click on it. You will see that space there. You can click on it and decide what you want to put there. So currently we have 2 different ones. Let's put a hazelnut there first. And in the next 2 we will put roseip. So they will now carry that, or as much of that as possible, into your storage areas. And that house is done. So we're gonna immediately push the next one. Also gonna use community to build it as soon as possible. We are getting there. You do press R to rotate your buildings. You are gonna need some sticks again, so let's tell our builders stop with that, help with sticks. The raw guys help with sticks, and maybe some more straw. What do they need? Not enough sticks because we used... Our knowledge keep improving. We can now do baskets, which is also good specifically for fish. We have a lot of this, so let's add 2 baskets as well. 1 for meat, or 4 baskets for now. So always keep the important stuff, like I mentioned, on high priority, because if it stays on high priority, if it breaks down, they will quickly try to fix that first. Is this one done? Let's tell them to put roseip in there. Let's see that I finish some of my dryers. Not yet. This one is also done. Let's put the rose heap over there as well. We can actually build another leather hut as well, but I do not want to. I want to keep some of the leather for when these houses break down, that we have something to fix it with. Only a few more people needs to get houses. Basket is ready, so let's give that basket raw fish. The next, all the baskets are done. The next one dry fish, one raw meat. I put the same one dry, one raw meat, and one dry meat. How much ropes do we have? Not a lot. Oh, do we have maybe an extra person to put over here? Because we also need fine sticks. Let's try to push 2 people. Oh no, one of my people has passed away, so I also quickly need to build some graves, because the people are gonna get unhappy. You cannot bury the people. So let's quickly add a few graves as well. So you can see how quickly from starting off things will change, where you need to quickly push to get other stuff going before your people are totally settled. After this hut is done, most of my people should have a place to sleep. See the poor body lying over there waiting for a burial place. You can see the seasons have started to change. You look around, it's now grey, starting to start getting grey as the seasons change. They really did seasons very nicely in ancient cities. You can feel the change, not only see it. Almost done with that house. There you go. Now most people, but we are going to build the extra one just in case. But most people now should have a house to stay in. But let's push another one just to make sure. Let's go and, okay, as soon as it's day, we'll just, let's see how many people are still sleeping outside. Still one person sleep, and it's a pregnant lady. Why could it, or lady with a baby? Why are they letting the lady with the baby sleep outside? Okay, but I wanted to create another stockpile. Just a small one. And we want to put that one on bones. And we are gonna tell our people, where is it, the raw guys, to collect some bone as well. A lot of animals coming through. That they group of migrants, they are bringing goats with them. But that's not the important part now. What knowledge are they bringing with them? He's not really bringing anything that's going to help us, but we might be able to use the workers. See, we didn't get anything extra, and we are going to tell them to also slaughter these 2 goats for us. We need the workforce to help us, so that's why I took them in. But usually you would want to look at what do they bring to the tribe. Not enough rope. We're still struggling with rope. Where's that group? Stop making sticks, get our ropes. I do think, okay, so here we can now tell this dryer to dry fish for us. You can see they are putting the fish there immediately. But all of them need, okay, some need fine sticks and some need rope. I really like the... They still haven't finished the grave yet, really. You can see all the animals. What do they need? Stone, of course. Get us some stone, people. Get us some stone. Let them quickly finish that graves. Because the bodies lying in the village will also make the people very unhappy. So we really need to get that sorted. Come on, people. So, ancient cities, your people also have needs, like you saw. Currently it's housing. At some stage it will be different foods. It will be, some of them will be very unhappy because that body is lying there. You can see the dead relative. That's bringing some unhappiness there. So your people do have needs that you need to sort out and let them... Another group of migrants. Do I really want more people? Okay, you're bringing in some food preparation and some woodworking. So they are good, so let's accept them. So now we can create molds, we can create ovens that we're not gonna currently use. But the more people you take in, you must then build more houses. But that is extra knowledge that we can use. Okay, so the graves are done at least. So they will now come and bury that person, and that happiness should really then change. We have enough stone. Want you guys to get us some sticks. Our plant fiber is basically done. Our builders, let's let them... Okay, sticks is fine. Let's let them help get us some... Okay, let's just see what that house now needs. Okay, we should actually tell the guys to... Sticks we have enough of. There's other 2 that we need. they finish that house, we will see how many people are still sleeping outside. It's not a lot. I might have to build another 2 houses. Let's see how strong is our village currently. 34 people. And we are gonna be in winter soon. Currently we are doing very well on food, which is your important thing. Because if you enter starvation, that's the biggest threat of your tribe at this stage. Not enough straw. Yeah, we are pushing to get us enough straw. Our knowledge at least keeps improving. Can actually maybe add another hunter. Did they finish the other dryers? Not yet. Okay, we can tell our crafting people to start out making sticks. And what else can we make? Let's make a bone knife. Let's make at least 5 of those. We do want 20 of these. And of course we want the bone harpoons as well, which will help with fishing. Let's say 10. And let's tell them to make at least 5 bows. Okay, so let's see. We have that house is complete. How many people are still sleeping outside? None. So we haven't, you can see there that house broke down, but I should fix it with that later. So that's it. Our first small village has been established. Everybody has a place to sleep. And from now on, you just want to push your knowledge, get different food, start farming, start herding animals. Let's see, another migrant group. What do you bring to the party? Housing. Yeah, we're gonna take you. Welcome. Now you can see I can build round houses. I can actually create temples and stuff now. Religion and that stuff is in the game. I cannot really say if it makes a difference or not. I haven't really seen a difference if you have religion or not. But the round houses are some of the best houses you can build. There's only one house after that, the long house that you can also build after that. Okay, my dryers are now complete. Let's add fishing to this one as well. And the last one we will add dry meat. But we're almost through our first winter. It's always a good sign if you can push and get through your first winter, survive with your tribe, and have housing for all of them. Let's see, maybe that one guy will now sleep outside and we have to build another house. Why is he unhappy? What are you unhappy with? Don't want to tell me. What are you unhappy with? Hold up. Oh, he's sleeping in a pelt hut. He doesn't like working. There we are giving you minimum working time that we can afford. But he wants a straw hut as well. But we're only gonna build one straw or reed hut as soon as we can, and then we'll go to roundhouses. And you can see some people are now sleeping outside again. So that means another house. Are we gonna do a roundhouse? No, I don't want to do another roundhouse or a roundhouse now. Let's tell the raw guys to gather some reed. Let's see if we can get a little bit more people now. Yeah, we need that. Do we need plant fiber? Yes. And we need some bone. This one we will now say dry meat. But that's it. Now we have established a village which can now grow into a town and then into an ancient city as you continue growing your population and surviving. And soon we are going to need farms and we are going to need herding. But for now, when the village is still small, the food that we are getting are doing exceptionally well. Our knowledge keep growing. What we are going to need is pelt dryers, because I do see that we are running out of skins as well. That's why this house is not being repaired. But it doesn't look like I'm getting reed fast enough. So I really need... What did I get? Okay, they got bone and stuff. So let's give them another chance to get us some reed. What's our builders doing? Help with some reed. I know you don't have leather. We are working on it. The food guys can actually get us some more of those. Another group of migrants, one person. What are you bringing? I'm not gonna take you. You have very bad stats, so I'm not gonna take you this time. See, how is our crafting people doing? 20. They still need some stuff, but we are getting it for them. But we did run out of sticks, so let's tell our builders to help with sticks. They are struggling to get reed. And how much reed do we need? $150. But that's it. We made it. One more day. We made it. We established our village. which now you have to manage, get your people, keep your people fed, keep them housed, and if you really want to, you can start looting other villages or trade with them and stuff like that. But we survived. This is what Ancient Cities is all about, is getting your tribe through winters, keeping them fed, growing your village into a town, into a city, and have all those nice stuff. So what do you guys think? Do you want me to continue with this village? Tell me in a comment yes. Do you want me to start new at a different area? Do you want to see another game? I am thinking of doing a what is series on different games as well. Tell me what you guys think. Is one more day, then it's spring. There you go, it's spring, we made it through. So have you guys gotten Ancient Cities? Are you planning on getting it? It is a great looking game. It has a lot of potential. The guys are still working on fixes and hopefully working on the first expansion pack that is rumored to be Ice Age, so even earlier than we are now. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. If you like the video, like it, subscribe if you haven't, and tell me what other games you want me to do a what is video on. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.